Hey guys, Joshua GUNDAM here. Today we're reviewing the Japanese release RX-121 Gundam TR1 HAZEL. And this is the Titans version. Probably piloted by this guy. Whoever he is. I'd read you it, but I don't know Japanese! So, this is the box it came in. An idea what this figure looks like. Pretty cool figure. Comes from the Zeta era. It's one of the things that I know about it. I know that there were many variants of the HAZEL, at least in the manga, but for some reason we only got this version of it. There is a alternate color scheme, which I guess is the Federation version or the AUG version. Not too sure, because I have mine packed up somewhere because I didn't want to lose its little pieces in my on my shelf. But there's a Titan version for sure. Got that right here. And then there's another one that's I think it's exactly the same. It's just a color difference. You can see the Titan symbols. Or it says Titans right there. Put my camera on super macro, but it kind of fails. Got this little insignia there and there, so it's got some cool details. Titans test team. So what that says right there. I'm not sure that my camera did get put on super macro. It might have went back to macro. But this is it without all of its armor on, which is kind of. It's a good figure. It's got lots of flexibility. It's kind of up there with the extendeds in its flexibility. It's, you know, there's not much difference between an extended and this figure. Just to show you some of the detail, look at those. They actually go in. How cool is that? I just wish that they had made one where it didn't have these bulky things on the leg, you know, because it's like you can take off its armor, but you can't take off its leg armor, and it always kind of makes me sad. So that's my one real disappointment with the figure. But other than that, pretty cool figure. Some interesting details. All the fingers. Oh, it painted its fingernails. Trying to get that into focus. They're all red. Still, it's a cool figure. So what its weapons are seems to be a futuristic version of the beam spray gun, which it has two of. Here's the other one. See, it has a I'm pretty sure these were ammo clips, but I guess they're ammo clips, but they don't come off. I guess it just has spares on its body. But it's a pretty cool gun. As you can see, it has a side handle. Just a nice. It really looks like the GM version 1 beam spray gun. But these do not connect to them. They only stay on the side. Would have been a nice improvement if they had made it connect. The legs are double jointed. That's nice. But because of this huge booster, it has a little bit of limited flexibility in the knee. Legs go that far back, that far forwards, can turn 360 degrees, have a good range in there. Puts on a ball joint, but can't turn 360 because it's got those little things in there, but it's worth it. The thrusters have lots of detail. This part does not come off. You can rip it off, but it leaves a big open space where his butt is. So my recommendation, that does not come off. If you remove it, you're just staring at the backs of his legs because there's no skirt there underneath. Just kind of like, you know, the Alex Gundam was a full armor, and it was awesome because all the armor came off, but not all the armor comes off on this figure, so it's kind of sad in that way. Got its chest armor here, and I think that we will have to take the arms off to put it on. which we forgot to cover the rest of the articulation. This is a ball joint in there, so it's got lots of flexibility, but it does not, it does turn 360 degrees, but not easily. Head's on a ball joint, and it's double jointed in the neck. So the head can turn 360 degrees, look up and down. There's a joint in the head, there's a joint in the neck. And as you can see, the shoulders have a joint, and the arms are quite flexible. Arms are double jointed. Hands, numerous hands. Comes with 2 sword hands, 2 of these beam rifle hands, 2 of these smack you in the face hands, just kind of the pointless hand, 2 closed fists. The backpack comes off too, leaving us that. And these I'm not really sure about. It has these canisters on its chest, and these seem to open up in some way. I'm not really sure what they do. It's something that's a mystery to me. I have yet to figure it out. But as you can see, there's that version. If anybody knows, please leave a comment down below, because I would love to know what in the world these things are. And there's these where they snap in half and probably shoot flares or missiles or something. You know, I just have no idea what they shoot. And there's 2 of this one, 2 of this one, 2 of them inside, and 2 of them sticking out, like I already said. These kind of fall off easily, just a word of warning. Anyways, let's get this armor on. This might be a little bit of a lengthy review. Armor fits over those armholes. Nice thing about the MSIA is how their joints pop out and go back in, allowing us to do things like this. There's a front part there. Boosters have nice articulation. Get that back in. These tend to fall off. They're kind of annoying. I'm always worried that they're going to break. You can see now he's in full armor mode. Not much of a difference, as backpack's obviously always on, the legs are always on, and that part's always on. The full armor is really just that piece and that piece being added. But then it has these weird shields. Look at these shields. I'm not really sure what's with these shields. They seem to have thrusters in them. I don't think they have lasers in them. You know, I don't know of any animation of the TR1 HAZEL. So it's kind of hard to say. They do not plug directly in. You have to put on these things right here, which there should be 2 of. I forgot to cover the beam saber. Beam saber fits into the backpack in a hole right here. So that's a nice... See, what I read, and I'm not sure if this is accurate, but the TR1 HAZEL is supposedly, if I read right, just a GM. A crazy GM that had a Gundam's head slapped on it in order to scare Xeon remnants or something like that. Like I said, I only read a snippet on it. I should go and check out mac.net here at a later time when I have the opportunity. Oops. I guess I was trying too hard there. Nice that I like these figures because they're sturdy. You know, if that was a model kit, it would be dead. That snap would have meant we killed something. But now it has this shield here, and this shield here. Why does someone need so many shields? And why such thick shields? I'm sure they have a purpose. They seem to have some thrusters in here or something. But, you know, like you can see from the box, so it probably moves pretty fast with thruster shields, and the shields probably hold fuel. But that means if the shield gets shot, won't it explode? You know? I don't know. Haha, I'm blocking your lasers! Boom! Boom! That did not work well. Quickly, emergency flare piece. Open up. Oh, it even fell off. This is terrible. Yeah, you know, shields with fuel in them. Probably not the best idea ever. You know? Good job, Anaheim. Good job. Because this might be a Titans unit, but it was developed by Anaheim. Because Anaheim Electronics develops everything in the future. So, overall rating of this figure, it's a cool figure. I think that I would like it more if I knew why the shields were so thick and the intended purpose. It has its downsides that these things right here tend to fall off and that not all of the armor comes off. I would have liked just a basic TR1 or just a basic HAZEL, which would be a really cool custom to build someday. I'm sure it would be possible, but it would take some work. But if you're trying to collect them, you know, Gundam msia action figures, it's a cool figure to add, especially if you're a big Zeta fan, as this is from the Zeta timeline. My recommendation, go read up on it before you buy one. That way you'll know what some of these things are. But there's a lot of different HAZEL versions. This is just one variant of the HAZEL. And I wonder why Bandai only chose one variant to release as an MSIA. Well, if you're looking for a TR1 HAZEL or other Gundam MSIA action figures, we don't get the Japanese ones all the time, but we do get them from time to time. Make sure to check out our store, Gundams R Us, your favorite arms dealer. Best selection of Gundam MSIA action figures anywhere. And when you buy from us, it helps support our stop-motion animation series, Gundam Father of Peace. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the review. If any of you know anything about the TR1 HAZEL, please leave me a comment, because I'd like to know what some of these weapons mean. You know, these things here, and what's with the shields. Catch you guys later.